What if one luxury event could shake an entire fandom? One name sparked the fire. Another name turned it into an emotional storm. Shu Kai, BVLGARI Shanghai, and suddenly, Tan Songyun. No confirmation. No denial. Just silence, and millions of hearts holding their breath. The Chinese entertainment world is no stranger to rumors. But once in a while, a single whisper grows louder than any official announcement. This time, it all started with one sentence spreading across social media timelines. Shu Kai is rumored to attend BVLGARI Shanghai. At first, it felt expected. Shu Kai has long been associated with elegance, refinement, and high fashion. His image fits seamlessly into the world of luxury brands. A BVLGARI event in Shanghai? On paper, it made perfect sense. But what transformed curiosity into chaos? What turned calm interest into emotional obsession? Was the sudden appearance of another name. Tan Songyun. Within hours, the conversation shifted. This was no longer just about a brand event. It became about possibility, about imagination, about two stars whose paths had never officially crossed. Now standing on the edge of the same spotlight. Fans didn't wait for confirmation. They never do. Screenshots were shared. Schedules were dissected. Every vague post, every emoji, every silence was analyzed. The question wasn't if the rumor was true. The question was, what if it is? And just like that, BVLGARI Shanghai stopped being an event. It became an emotional countdown. Shu Kai is more than a name. To millions of fans worldwide, he represents growth, discipline, and quiet charisma. From historical dramas to modern roles, his career has been a steady climb. Not loud, not reckless, but undeniably powerful. Every public appearance by Shu Kai carries weight. His styling trends. His posture trends. Even the way he walks into a venue becomes a talking point. Luxury brands understand this influence well. So when insiders hinted that Shu Kai might attend BVLGARI Shanghai, the reaction was immediate, but controlled. Until Tan Songyun entered the narrative. Tan Songyun is beloved for a different reason. She feels real, warm, approachable. Her performances don't scream, they resonate. And her fanbase is fiercely loyal, emotionally invested, and deeply protective. The idea of these two names existing in the same space. Not in a drama, not in a photo shoot, but in real life, at the same high-profile event. That's where emotion took over logic. Fans began to imagine the unthinkable. A shared frame. A shared moment. Even just a few seconds under the same lights. And suddenly, the rumor wasn't about attendance anymore. It was about chemistry that had never been tested, yet already felt familiar. And here is where the story becomes truly fascinating. Because despite the noise, the speculation, and the emotional frenzy, there is still no official confirmation. No statement from BVLGARI. No schedule release from Shu Kai's team. No subtle hint from Tan Songyun's agency. And yet, the absence of confirmation has only intensified the conversation. In the fandom world, silence is never neutral. Silence invites interpretation. Silence creates space for hope and anxiety to coexist. Some fans choose restraint. They remind others that luxury brand events often host many celebrities at once. That two stars appearing at the same venue does not automatically mean significance. But emotions don't always listen to logic. Other fans begin searching for meaning in the smallest details. An unexplained gap in a schedule. A cryptic caption on social media. A sudden lack of online activity where there was once consistency. Individually, these clues mean nothing. But together, in the minds of devoted fans, they form a pattern too tempting to ignore. And then comes the deeper layer of emotion. Because this rumor is not only about attendance. It's about recognition. It's about seeing two artists, each respected, each admired, occupy the same real-world space. Not scripted. Not edited. Not fictional. Just presence. That idea alone has been enough to keep millions watching and waiting. Shanghai is not just a location. It is a statement. A city where fashion, influence, and power intersect under blinding lights. A city where luxury events are carefully designed to become moments. Not just gatherings. A BVLGARI event in Shanghai is never accidental. Every guest represents image. Every appearance tells a story. That's why the idea of Shu Kai and Tan Songyun being there, even separately, carries emotional weight. Shu Kai represents composure and refinement. A man whose public image is built on discipline and quiet confidence. Every step he takes in public feels deliberate, almost cinematic. Tan Songyun, on the other hand, embodies emotional closeness. Her charm doesn't dominate, it embraces. She feels familiar, like someone audiences have grown up with. Together in the same environment, they symbolize contrast and harmony, strength and softness, poise and warmth. Fans aren't demanding interaction. They aren't asking for drama or declarations. Sometimes, all it takes is a shared frame, a passing moment, two names appearing in the same headline. And that is powerful enough. This is why even cautious fans admit one truth. If this moment happens, it will be remembered, not because of what was confirmed, but because of what it represented. As the days move closer to the end of January, the tension quietly builds. Every hour without news feels heavier. Every update, or lack of one, keeps emotions suspended in mid-air. Will Shu Kai arrive at BVLGARI Shanghai and once again command attention with effortless elegance? Will Tan Songyun appear and transform the atmosphere with her understated grace? Or will this story remain unresolved? A reminder of how imagination can sometimes outpace reality? Yet even if the rumor fades without confirmation, its impact is undeniable. It has already revealed something deeper about fandom culture. How strongly people connect. How intensely they feel. How a single possibility can unite millions in anticipation. Shu Kai and Tan Songyun do not need shared appearances to prove their influence. Their names alone are enough to pause timelines and dominate conversations. And maybe that is the most powerful takeaway. This story is not about certainty. It is about emotion. About hope. About the beauty of waiting for something that might happen. So until the lights go on in Shanghai, until the guest list is revealed, until silence finally breaks, the world watches, the fans wait, and the story remains unfinished. Sometimes, the anticipation itself is the moment that stays with us the longest.